Well, with the try. Well, we've done the trifecta of the. We're about to do the final video of the trifecta of Christian Petrarca gone to Gold Coast, Jack Steele gone to Melbourne, and Sam Flanders gone to the Saints. The first part was really easy. Gold Coast Suns. Second part, well, it took us a couple of years, St Kilda. And now, this one is going to be absolutely brutal. This is the Melbourne Football Club. They are in an absolute dire need to rebuild. This one is going to be the hardest rebuild of the lot. The Demons are an absolute crisis. As we all know, well, this is not just any rebuild. This one is actually a restart and rebuild. As, according to the predictions, looks like Melbourne's premiership window is going to be, well, a very long time away. And this deal, well, we're going to have to start again. Bailey Fritsch to the Dogs for picks 6 and 22. Well, Bailey Fritsch, he was a great player at Melbourne over the years. He brought us his premierships, but at least he'll bring us draft picks. Well, we also say goodbye to Stephen May. We deal him to the Saints for like a couple of picks. No, this Melbourne team's going to be feeling completely different. Let's do a deal with Collingwood. Well, Melbourne done a deal with Collingwood in real life. To get Brody Mychek in through the building. As we're just going to be swapping late picks. To bring Checkers. Brody Mychek, that is, to Melbourne. And that is an accepted deal. Brody Mychek is off to the Demons. To help kickstart the new era. Hello, Fremantle. Now about pick 8, we can give you pick 18. You can give us pick 18 for... Cozzy Pickett, Trent Rivers, Judd McVeigh, Jacob Van Rooyen. Don't worry, boys. We'll find a way to bring it back very soon. Wow, this Melbourne team's going to be feeling completely different. Let's do a try with the Kangaroos. We'll be sending Lever. We'll be sending Lever and Spargo on their merry way for pick 9. As they're off to the Kangaroos. Let's go and chat with GWS. We'll get a future third from them for Clayton Oliver. Hello, Gold Coast. Nice to see you again. We'll get number 10. Future first. Give you his 22 and 24, also a future second. And one of the greatest demons to ever live, Christian Petrarca. You all knew Harrison Petty's career has basically fallen off massively. So we're dealing into the power for pick 46. Geez, we really are cleaning the joint out. Pick 43 for GF coming next. The Hawks will be saying goodbye to Chankov GF, as he's now a demon. Gee, look at that. Looks like his roster's kind of been stripped bare or something. Looking like it's stripped bare or something. So we are completely gunning the roster just about. Free agency. Well, we lost Van Rooyen to the Dockers. Oh, Paddy Ross is still there. As we might actually get into Melbourne to become the new Jacob Van Rooyen. We really are stockpiling ourselves on future picks. I reckon maybe Josh Tracy might be the guy to lead a future Melbourne football club, to lead Melbourne in the future up forward. Follow St Kilda once again. How far has Jack Steele's career fallen off? He's coming to us for a future third. As we got pick 43 back for losing Melksham to Hawthorn. I don't know who's going to be in the side come round one. We barely got anyone left. We'll send Langdon, Salem, and Tom Campbell, and well, pretty much Billings on the way for 25 and 44. Wow. Well, looks like we might as well be heading to the future. We got Max Heath now in the squad, coming from the Saints. Thank you to your services at most of Melbourne's 2021 Premiership core. We are moving on to the future. We are moving on to the next era. We are moving on to the next era here at Melbourne. Look at that. We've got a lot of money to play around with. Andy Money's Wakefield. He might actually get a game next year. He's on our senior list now. Trying to upgrade Connor Brown to the senior list. He's getting upgraded. So too is Adam DAR. They're set to play a bit more next year. Well, the next batch to go, the two Toms. We'll send them to Fremantle for a future fifth. Look at that, the Demons, they really are stocking up ready for the future. They're getting themselves ready for the future. Well, looks like the trade period's pretty much done for Melbourne. This is a trade period basically with a lot of change. As we're basically having to start all over again. Any more of what's left of the Demons delisted? Nope. We don't have anyone else delisted. Oh, thank God for that. No, we don't have anyone. I don't think we don't have any more people to delist. Oh boy. We've really lost a lot. We got 14 picks in the draft. Obviously, the first pick's going to be a midfielder. We are going with Maxwell Tench. Defender. We're going to need a defender at 6. We'll go with Chamberlain. Melbourne. They'll be going with a ruck for their 8th pick. Going with this Justin Samuels bloke. As we'll probably need him to replace Max Gawn. We'll be moving on to the next era. Number 9. Pick number 9, we'll be going with a key forward. We're going with Craig. This really does feel like an expansion team. I think we're drafting like an expansion team here. We're going with Lucas McDonald. Well, not from any of the animated videos, or an absolute troublemaker. Theodore Melbourne. He's gone to Melbourne. Forward. We're going with Tyler Hodge. Gordon's still available. Going with good. But our next pick is 42. Sutara 42. Let's go with someone with a bit of AFL experience. We're going with Ben Hobbs at 43. So I remember Essendon got rid of him. We're opting to redraft Jai Kelly at 45. We got Murphy at 59. 65. At pick 65, the Demons will be going with Braxton Munro. Now we got the rookie draft. We got the first pick in the rookie draft. Any more AFL experienced players that could want to go to Melbourne? Well, we're going with Callum Coleman Jones for a bit of insurance in the ruck. Oh boy. This is going to be long. Give Samuel's number 11 jersey, once worn by Gorn. 25 is available for Kynan Brown to wear. Hey, Chandler's getting a number upgrade. So is Adam DAR. He's going to wear 4 now for Melbourne. I reckon we're going to have to be spending a few years on the bottom of the ladder. We're going to have to rely on personal growth from all our young players. Year 2 of this New Look Melbourne project. This is absolutely brutal. Any more contracts are expiring. I need most of the warriors from this New Look Melbourne project. Kentfield's just been promoted to the senior list. We've given Daniel Turner an extension. No, we go with his 99 rated defender in the mid-season draft to give him number 40. That should be able to give us a bit of experience in defence. Let's give Callum Coleman-Jones a run in the ruck. We'll drop Sparrow for Howes. Tench. Set to come in for Munro. We'll give Craig a run for Melbourne. We'll play Chamberlain. Make Hobbs the substitute. Well, we nearly wanted an upset against North. With this New Look Melbourne squad. This is a season where we're going to have to rely on personal growth to get us to where we need to be. Next round, we got the Saints. Murphy comes in for Myercheck. Harry Sharp comes in for Bailey Laurie. Good comes back in the squad. McDonald comes in for GF. Hodge comes in for Chandler. We'll need the youngsters to grow as much as possible. Another chance we squandered. I think the money's basically there for, well, for a few more upgrades. There's a few demons coming back and playing in this one against Collingwood. As it seems, the young demons aren't even ready yet. Well, they played 40 players this season. Jesus Christ, this is this is really painful for Melbourne. They're bottom of the ladder in 2026. This might be looking like the worst Melbourne team we've seen since 2008. What should I say, since 2013? And this was a crap. This was shit. Not very good Melbourne team that year. Well, they nearly got it done against Brisbane to get their second win of season 2026. Who was our only win against? It was against Geelong. L. Well, we're pretty much collecting L's at this. We got, what, 3 dubs? 4, in fact. Oh, this is looking like a wooden. This is a wooden spoon Melbourne team. Last round of the season. This is the last opportunity for Melbourne to impress. They have finished bottom. They're going to win the wooden spoon for 2026. You know, let's just play the kids. Steals out of the side. Tedge comes in. Hodge comes in for Viney. One as Wakefield comes into the squad, so does Sutar. Chamberlain comes in. And Catfield comes in. Well, the young demons nearly got it done in our last game of 2026. We're really gonna. Well, I'm on road to get us some Rising Star votes. The Cardiff and Sparrow are gone. Anyways, let's get to the trade. Let's get to the trade period for Melbourne. Team management, list management, trading. Hello, Carlton. Well, we'll send away. We'll give you Bailey Laurie. He's got no potential. He's got no potential. Though his potential's really low. Want to get rid of the net weight. Well, it's time to get rid of the dead weight at Melbourne. To allow these new forwards, allow these new players that we got in the draft to shine. We'll give him Laurie, Jefferson, Howes, and Myers Wake and Cully. No, not Cully. Well, picks 15 and 19. That gets Melbourne a few more draft picks. That gets us more draft picks. For like a pretty strong draft and Jermaine Jones, he's pretty underrated, this bloke at Melbourne. He's providing his career since he left the West Coast Eagles and Geelong to join Melbourne. Oh man, this is going to be really long. Let's still do in North Melbourne. Given Viney, Johnson, Henderson, and Adams for a future second. Well, that still gives Melbourne a bit of room to keep building through the draft. To use the draft to build their squad. To get some new talent. So let's talk to the power. How about the Saints? Angel McGee and Lucas Beggs have been traded to Melbourne. In return for Jack Steele heading back to the Saints.
Okay, so the moral of the story is poor old funeral food there have to go to fucking action carry, you know? Over at that's what it ends up. Well, they've done that over at Melbourne, Dad. Yeah.
But also in this region, Jack Steele was only there for 12 months. Yes. First, the Saints managed to bring in he got done from the Saints, went from the Saints to the Demons, then back to the Saints. Yeah, Melbourne basically loaned him out for a year. Loaned him for a year. Absolute disaster. That was a disaster. Matty Marchek. Who knows, 2027 he might end up going back to Collingwood. Who on New York? Who knows? He might not coming out with a 70 goal season in 2027. Like how Jackson's had a those sort of stats at Hawthorn after he got Hawthorn jumped in a few years ago. Same thing might happen with Marchek. Gets dumped by Collingwood, goes to Melbourne, and then goes back to Collingwood. And flies with a and goes and flies with up to the best season for four forwards in South Rocker. They trade him back. Go with youth. Experience. What a first. Who knows? Collingwood might end up drafting a really good forward, a really good young forward in the mid-season draft that. And possibly trade him to Melbourne for Marchek in 2027. Okay. Just like how Hawthorn drafted Brandon Ryan for mid-year. Yep. Only to then dump it just to get Gunston back.
Okay.
Another one of the mid-season draft picks Hawthorn's on a punt in a few months.
Yep.
You get an old player back.
Yes.
Get back to my Gary Butler. Anyways, we're back. Next trade we're dealing with Collingwood. We are back and it looks like Melbourne are again about to deal with Collingwood. Well, there is no way in hell I'm bringing Jeremy Howe back to Melbourne. Not after the way he treated him last time. Not after the way he treated him back when we were originally rebuilding. He treated us like a stepping stone. I think it's a stepping stone. He treated us like a stepping stone to get himself to Collingwood. And Mycheck has done the same. He's used Melbourne as a stepping stone to get himself to become a saint. But to get himself to come back to Collingwood. Let's take a look to see what free agency has in store. And so Melbourne signed Jack O'Sullivan as a free agent. We're still saving some room for some more future legends come to this club. Free agency period is closing. It's closed. Even the track, we're pretty happy with our off season. Did we delist anyone? That's the question. Well, just Coleman Jones. Got 4 picks in the draft. We got ourselves a really good rocker number 1. Larson. I'm also going with Ellis. Melbourne. I'm going to be, well, could this be the pick that actually gets Melbourne to become a good team again soon? Now we go to the rookie draft. Well, we've decided to redraft Tom Sparrow, Luca Grego, Luke Foley, and we got Bagel. Surely 2027 can be a year of improvement. Some of our youngsters are growing a bit. We're going to need some more growth heading into the mid-season draft. Jesus, it is not looking good for us. Well, we got to win over Brisbane. Got Wellington. Wellington coming into the squad. We got Larson looking set to come in. Hedge is improving his game massively. We'll play Hobbs instead of Bagel. We'll give Ellis a run. Probably give Ellis a run down back. See what he's all about. Sorry, my name's Wakefield. Well, you're top. You were really good last season, but this season we're gonna need some. We're gonna need to start and rely on more youth. See, they're gonna be really good. Well, we took the fight to Carlton. This young squad took the fight to Carlton. Oh no. Theo Larson, he's out with an ACL. Just to think he was going really good finally. And Murphy's out as well. Got Sparrow back in the side. Well, it's time to get Daniel Turner back in the forward line. Remember how good he was in the forward line back in the day? Harvey's in the rock. Let's hope he's high potential youngsters. It proved to be a difference. Well, we actually drew with the Dogs. Maybe it really is time to keep Daniel Turner in the forward line. We haven't had a good run recently. It's time to recall Moniz Wakefield. And I think Folly's also getting a recall. 64-point loss to the power at the MCG. Oh dear. Season 2027, we did way worse. We did worse. We did a lot worse in 2026. Well, Bagel did actually win the Rising Star. Give him, well, at least gives Melbourne a fair bit of promise. Ready for future runs. Oh man, I'm around Melbourne is really pretty much shot. Got to keep trusting the process at Melbourne. Got to keep trusting the process. Well, we don't really want Philip Howe. Let's do a counter offer. Just a pick swap for Matthias Philip Howe going to Melbourne. At least he'll get to play on one of Rossline's old players, Stephen King. Bonnie's Wakefield, Sharp, Menfa, Kentfield. They've all been traded to the Crows in return for Josh Rochelle. And quality over quantity, Josh Rochelle, welcome to Melbourne. Look at that, we've still got a lot of money to play around with. As we are looking to make 2028 our best, this off-season, our best ever off-season. Heath. That's Max Heath and we'll said Sparrow. On the way to the Dogs for pick 42. Free agency time. Let's give Noah Anderson a 6-year deal. How about Matty Rowell? 19 and 1 have been traded to the. They're about to get traded to the Suns for Rao and Anderson. Well, these could be the type of signings that might actually improve our squad. Go and have a talk to the Dockers. Let's send Tracy back to Fremantle. He's been a bit of a fraud and a future first. And so we're going to be trading away a few frauds. Farley. Well, if he can go, he can go. Same with O'Sullivan. Reap, you know why. We're going to be bringing back that very ruckman that won us the premiership to help us win in 2021. Cozzy Pickett. This will be a homecoming. This could be a homecoming. Cozzy Pickett. We gave him 2 years of Fremantle. Trent Rivers. And Jacob Van Rooyen. Well, it's time to bring these guys back to Melbourne. And that's their off-season done. Could this be the period to get the Demons back in the window? So we're relisting good. Getting Ralston and Lukacs. Moving Windsor's number to 14, so like Jackson could get 6 back. Chandler going back to 37 where he played his best footy. Shelley will wear 16, Rao 30, Henderson 32. This is the final list lodgement. Let's see, 2028 is a year of progress for this club. Let's said to be mid-year draft. Look at that, we're improving. We're sitting in fourth after round 10. The restart's done. Now for the rebuild. We've gone for a few years of pain. Let's see if it turns into a long-term gain. After we've done the short-term pain of winning 2 straight wooden spoons. Look at that. After 3 long and grueling years, Melbourne are in third on the ladder. And are going to make the finals for the very first time since 2023. Who are we going to verse in the semis? We got the Giants. Look at that, Melbourne are in the preliminary final. And it's going to be versing Adelaide. Well, at least it's a positive step in the right direction. We were back at the preliminary final just a year after we weren't that good. Just a year after we won, like, what, 1 game. Well, this might be basically the last off-season. Trade period's officially open for 2029. Let's check up a Petrarca, our old player. Oh, he's still a 95, still playing very good on the Gold Coast. as we give Petrarca an emotional homecoming back to his old club. Back to where he started. So it's got a bit of a weird deal doing with Adelaide. Well, to be fair, Brisbane really do need a ruckman. We'll give them Samuels. Sometimes a complete reset doesn't really work. We kind of do feel like an expansion team now. That's sending through the rookie draft. And we'll send through to 2029. We're going to go past towards August to see if Melbourne made any more progress. I think opening up the war chest a bit basically helped them. That rise I had in 2028, mirroring that rise I had in 1998. Look at that. Melbourne finished the year 23 and nothing. Can they be the first team to finish a season, have a perfect season and win a premiership? Well, we got Collingwood in the prelim. No, we don't. Oh, that's the pain of having a long rebuild. We might as well go one more. We're advancing through time. See the 2030 season. See if Melbourne can win a premiership to start the new decade, the 2030s. Well, by how they ended the 2020s was absolutely brutal. They were really bad after the year after they were starting to become really good. Let's see if the year 2030 will finally be the year of the Demons. Well, we only lost one game the whole season. We win the qualifying against Sydney. And 20, just the thing, 3 years after we had to completely reset everything, Melbourne are in the grand final. And we're going to be versing the Swans. Oh, and I've got Harley Reid. How did Harley Reid go to Sydney all of a sudden? Anyways, let's spectate the 2030 grand final to see if this new Melbourne side can be able to win a premiership just 5 years, just years after they have to reset everything.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're live from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Melbourne and Sydney. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns comes to its conclusion. Who will be crowned Premier today? And here come the visitors. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Good to be here, Hutto. I'm going with the Demons. Two very worthy sides, obviously, but I've gone with the favourites because their best is the best, and they have no obvious weakness. May it be a terrific game.
Okay then, thanks, Harf. The coin toss is about to take place. All the preparation is done, and there's nothing left but to get the show underway and find out just who is the best side in the competition. Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. Jackson wins the first ruck contest. Langford, Bowie. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Rochelle marks. That's hard to stop.
Just a question of whether the lead will be 6 points or 1.
This deserves a goal, but he's put it the wrong side of the stick.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
Looking for a quick transition. Florence with a chance to run. Carroll in the clear. He's generally a good kick. Quality delivery by... Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're live from the MCG. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Melbourne and Sydney. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. And out they come, led by their skipper. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Good to be here, Hutto. I like the Demons. They've been the best side all year, and I think they'll have enough in reserve. That said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one in the balance late.
We'll see if you're right, Harf. Thank you. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. The players motivate themselves throughout the pre-season with thoughts of being in this exact position. And now they've got to find the will within to take the final step to glory. Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. Livingston wins the first tap. O'Reilly gets his hands on it early. Good for the confidence. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. Probing ball. Pickett works hard to present. Normally delivers. Can't take it. Row bottom. Warner. He's under close attention. The defence is disorganised. O'Reilly. We've seen this before. And you just get the feeling we're going to see it some more.
That will do his confidence the world of good to start like that.
One goal straight plays, no score. Livingston gets his hand to it. Row bottom. Reed gets his kick despite the heat. Absorbs the pressure. Bowie with a chance to run. Bombs it in. Ryan clears the area. O'Keefe. Hanson Jr. doesn't often waste it. Who's front and centre? He's not one to take a backward step. The Swans look sharp early. Well played. Clever kick. Good disciplined defence. Harvey. Tholstrup is there to save the day. And they're away. They might be out here. Curtis dealt with the pressure. Langford desperate to win it back. Hacking it forward. Van Rooyen had his name written all over it. They've got them on the overlap. Rochelle has got off the chain.
That was dreadfully lax defending, leaving a player completely unattended so close to goal. The coach will be filthy.
Put your glasses down. Oh, pick them up again. He's missed.
You have to wonder how paid professionals can miss those sorts of goals.
No time like the present. Florence has found some space. The Swans showing some good signs early. Carroll all on his own. What can they muster from the back half? Blakey, slick hands. Florence, that's not ideal. Pickett with the big fist. You can't question his commitment. They must tidy up their kicking. Searching kick. Not good footy there. Curtin, a quick getaway wasn't possible. And he's done for holding the ball.
You've got to be quicker than that.
He's made a bright start. No one can mark. Curtin needing support. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Crosses the paint. It's come unstuck. His field kicking is normally first rate. They've opened them up here. Florence can run and carry. Picking their way through. Superb kick. Alarm bells are ringing. The Swans looking ominous. Sharman gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
Kicking at his first.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
They've hit the ground running, and they're looking in fine form. The big men fly. Langford, Bowie. Delivers it inside 50. Blakey with another contested mark. They just keep kicking it to him. That's skillful. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? He might have thought about the corridor. Manages to find a teammate. McLean, Blakey, Carroll. He didn't break stride. Delivers a long ball. Jackson got a fist in. Livingston, Andrew, taken to ground. You have to be tough to play this game. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Jackson smashes it out of there. Got the handball away. That's poor play. The defenders will be nervous. McDonald takes a beauty.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body, then went back and put it straight through the middle.
The Swans are lighting it up early. The big men fly. Petrarca, Bowie. Can he find a teammate? Rochelle has charged into space.
The Tide's well and truly against them. This is a must.
It's a deep kick. Butts tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Danger averted, frantic defence.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Good thinking and good execution too. Sizes up what's ahead. Blakey, little one to half-back. The Swans moving the ball well. By hand, Florence. He's been busy so far. Thumped away. Carroll. He's generally a good kick. Bowie. Spoils. Got to get rid of it. I felt that one from here. They're tackling with venom today. Livingston wins it. Rowbottom. Reed. Can he hit a target? Worrell doing what he does best. Has to be clean. O'Reilly runs onto it. Thought his way through it. He stopped in his tracks. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Jackson smashes it out of there. Langford closed him down. Gone. Caught napping in a dangerous spot.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball. It'll take his best, but we've seen him do it before.
Kicking for his first. Sharman marks close to goal. That's poor checking.
This will be a great goal if he can kick it.
He's completely shanked it and ended up missing everything. The Swans have set down a marker and they're going to be hard to beat as the players retreat to their huddles. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
The Demons were jumped in the first quarter, but there's only a few kicks in it. They tackled well in that first quarter, though that's partly a reflection on the fact that they had less of the ball. And they're going to need to turn that around if they're to get themselves in front.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Jackson with the tap. Petrarca tries a safe ball. Florence, that has to hurt. Rochelle, Bowie. There goes the kick. It's online, and they've got their first in the grand final.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Jackson has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Livingston wins the tap. Reed, West, under pressure. They're playing for keeps. We'll have yet another stoppage.
Neither side has really looked like piling on the goals. This one's a slow burn for now.
Langford, a good kick here and they'll be in business. Curtin, great body work. Who's got the wheels? Anderson, they're moving the footy quickly. Ryan, we've seen that before. Curtin, steadies, drop punt, goal!
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
They've pegged them back nicely. This is an entertaining match. Jackson smashes it out of there. Langford, Petrarca. Butts is proving hard to pass. Rochelle, Hanson Jr. is calm in a crisis. Pickett with the intercept mark. Punched away. Florence has brought his own ball. Manages to get off a handball.
We haven't seen many goals here, but what we have seen is two very disciplined, hard-working sides refusing to give an inch.
Jackson wins the hit out. O'Keefe got to get it forward now. Warner, O'Reilly knew where the help was. Reed, look at him go. That's a bruising tackle. He might have thought about hand passing. Curtis, O'Keefe doesn't often waste it. The kick was centimetre perfect. Normally delivers. Not sure what the idea was there. Is anyone home? It's a poor inside 50. Blakey works hard to present. Florence, a chance to clear now. The Swans are out of trouble. He's been industrious. Carroll takes the logical option. O'Reilly. Van Rooyen read that one like a book. Langford can run and gun. O'Keefe showing why he's such a good defender. Clever kick. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. But chops it off. They have absolutely spifflicated him. The umpire says he had no prior. Jackson showing his skills. Langford kicking for his first. Punched that like he meant it. Taking no chances there.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Looking for a quick transition, but in the clear. Sizes up what's ahead. Andrew on a lead. Good work rate. Picking their way through. Clark can keep it moving. Some indirect ball movement here. Hardiman. He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
The Demons have turned it around, and it's a different match all of a sudden.
The Demons have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Rucks go at it. Rowbottom. O'Reilly has it on a string. West. They've moved it well and given themselves a good look here.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The Swans are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Good ruck work. Petrarca. Anastasopoulos with time. Delivers it inside 50. But out of the congestion. O'Keefe under the gun. Throws it on the boot. Andrew. He struggled to make an impact to this point. That's skillful. Pickett. Runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Demons with their noses in front. Jackson wins the tap. He's got support. Anastasopoulos. Petrarca. Can he impose himself on the match? Blakey will bail his team out again. The Swans have won it back. Dunkley runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. But he's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. McLean. O'Reilly. He's already got one. Now he's got two.
I feel better now they're in front and getting some reward on the scoreboard.
We've had 5 lead changes now. Jackson punches it out of the ruck. Rowbottom onto it. Anastasopoulos wins it back. Quality delivery by foot. Searching kick. That's a strong mark. Can he finish it off?
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
They're in front, are they? Yes!
He's exerting a huge influence over this match. 1 minute he's winning a clearance, the next he's kicking a goal. His work ethic is enormous.
Both sides have struggled to generate momentum so far. Jackson continues to have his way. Absorbs the pressure. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Rucks go at it, like Batman and Robin. Warner, tidy ball. Curtis marks. Will he go the bomb? Keeps it low. Sharman can go back and shoot it goal.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
He should be able to give them the lead. but that is not a good kick. He's missed.
That's a shame to blot the copybook.
No time like the present. Gordon with a chance to relieve the pressure. What can they build here? Petrarca, neat little worm burner. Pickett will tidy up. Scrounges a kick. Good thinking and good execution too. He might have thought about the corridor. Honours the lead. Delivers it inside 50. Jackson has a vice-like grip.
For a little breathing space.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Demons are doing enough to keep their noses in front. The Swans saw their early lead evaporate in that quarter. Lots of thinking for their brains trust to do. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Demons have got themselves into a strong position off the back of their ball movement and their foot skills. They've had fewer clearances and contested possessions, but it's hardly mattered because they're getting full value from the footy they are winning. They'll know this match is theirs for the taking if they can get their hands on the footy a little more.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Jackson has rucked tirelessly. Reed, Robertson attracted a crowd. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Livingston, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Andrew, Warner, he's everywhere at the moment. This is good ball movement.
For the first of the second half.
Not a great kick. He had no interest in taking any chances.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Back into play. Manages to find a teammate. He's been quiet. They're moving the footy well here. Sees an opportunity and plays on. He's hit up the lead. What's he got on offer? I've liked his game today. The ump calls play on. Tholstrup in the right spot. Anastasopoulos. Curtin has got loose. That's a well-placed kick. Ryan makes good contact. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. Great tackling technique there. Important clearance here. Reed, Warner takes the hand pass. Hanson Jr., Livingston, Hardiman heads them off at the pass. Probing ball. Bowie is the man on the spot and he's marked.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
It's a disappointing miss, but he created an opportunity that perhaps not many would have.
They've set up well for the kick in. Butts all on his own. Waiting for someone to come at him. Harvey presents in space. Can he hit a target? Dunkley with a chance to run. Slowing it down. He doesn't waste many. They're keeping the ball well. West blasts away. Warner made that kick look good. He's leading all comers for disposals. Alarm bells are ringing. He's just about kicked the cover off it. Tholstrup wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Philippou, strong grab. Normally delivers. Robertson intercepts on centre wing. Good hands. O'Keefe, Ryan. It's a tough game. Can he find a teammate? In no man's land. Robertson attracted a crowd. Squeezes the kick. Butts. Thumped away. Van Rooyen kicks to space. Time to turn on the Jets. Brown, when one tackle just won't do. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Big clearance to win here. Reed under pressure. That's a bit of a waste. Bowie, he's generally a good kick. Rochelle takes a beauty. Just has to hit a target. O'Keefe making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Tholstrup, Curtin, Brown. For a 3-goal game, it's there. They've pinched a break.
They've risen to the challenge and are playing inspired football.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Livingston wins the tap. O'Reilly gets his kick despite the heat. Reed, who can run onto this and pump it forward. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. Jackson has had his measure today. Langford. Oh no, he'll want to dig himself a hole after that.
Kicking at his first.
Needs a good kick. It looks a good kick. Is it there? Indeed it is.
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
Neither side giving an inch. What a contest we're seeing. Jackson, he's worth his weight in gold. Petrarca, Philippou, well played. Well-weighted kick. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
Hold back in to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
To cap off a wonderful passage of play, that would have been a great team goal.
He's missed a couple now. Might just bring a few doubts into his head.
Trying to catch them out, but can keep it moving. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. West on a lead. What's he got on offer? He's struggled to make an impact to this point. That's a bit of a gift. Lowers the eyes. Curtin uses the body well. Big tackle laid. He's besieged. No prior. And we'll have a ball up. Livingston showing his skills. Reed leading from the front. Andrew, West, Robertson cops some unwanted attention. Was that a throw? They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. The Swans are out of trouble. The Demons have denied them the corridor. Dunkley comes free in the tackle. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Petrarca. He just dropped it. Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
That's skillful. Short. Read that one right off the boot. Bombs it in. Who's front and centre? Got to get rid of it. O'Keefe needs to be quick. Clever kick. Cleary. Got to go quickly. Time running out. Hacking it forward. No one can mark. 3 quarters in, and this one's still up for grabs. Huge last quarter coming up. Time to check in with Gary.
A grand final in the balance at 3-quarter time. Exactly what we hoped for. We analyse statistics and game plans a great deal, of course, but to some extent that goes out the window now because it really becomes about finding one last huge effort, no matter how exhausted you might be feeling.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Walsh, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Langford, Anastasopoulos, he's only had the one inside 50. West accepted the invitation. That's an impressive mark. Cleary, this is a big opportunity. O'Reilly, Sharman, panicked under pressure. He'll be sore in the morning. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Walsh is teaching him a lesson. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Heads towards goal and does not let them down.
That is a big, big moment. What coolness under pressure.
The Demons will be feeling pretty tight right about now. Livingston wins it out of the centre. Andrew can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Scrounges a kick. Anyone's ball. The fans will be happy to see this. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
Curtis, Livingston, now it's someone else's problem. O'Reilly, McLean, has he got enough on it? Curtis has marked, and here's a chance to hit the front.
Is this going to be yet another lead change?
Curtis rams it home.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
I thought I heard a fan yell out, blow the siren. The big men fly. Langford, Petrarca. I've liked his game today. Butts is racking up spoils. Curtin, Pickett. The lead might be changing hands again. It does.
That's a simple shot in most circumstances, but in a tight grand final, the pressure is immense, and he's stared it down.
The Demons have steadied after they were challenged. Walsh continues to have his way. Anastasopoulos. Brown. Good build-up. Harassed into an error. West affects the turnover. Probing ball. Rivers. Read that well. They've opened them up here. Searching kick. Philippou has found some space. Picking their way through. Short. Might be just outside his range. Livingston. That's confidence for you. Not going with the spoil. Poor footy there. What's he got on offer? Towards the goal mouth. Tholstra. Great body work. Golden opportunity here.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
He shouldn't have any trouble, and he doesn't.
I'll have to watch him more closely than that. He's deadly around goal.
The Demons with a break now. Livingston wins it down. O'Reilly, sloppy disposal and a turnover. They've got time to put the kettle on. Rochelle, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
9 individual goal kickers if he puts this through.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Demons are imposing their will on this contest. Jackson has rucked tirelessly. Petrarca, Anastasopoulos. The Swans have won it back. Sets a task for the forwards. Worrell, we've seen that before. Has to be clean. It's loose inside the 50. You can't question his commitment. Gives away a free and the moment passes. A chance to clear now. Good work rate. The Demons can build something here. Just trying to get it out of the area. Quality delivery by foot. This ought to end in a goal. Who's at home? Dunkley. He's climbed all over him and taken an absolute ripper. Taking time to assess the options. The Swans have been gallant. Curtin couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground. He's been quiet. Ryan drops into the hole and cuts that one off. That's a useful ball. He's hit up the lead. Can he find a teammate? Harvey with a chance to run. The Demons forcing them out wide, wanting to get on with the job. Philippou, Langford, going at his second. The Swans can suddenly rebound. He's been industrious. O'Keefe pushes into space and receives the footy. Careful ball movement. Hanson Jr. works hard to present. Butts makes position. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. Not sure what the idea was there. Ryan. Can he hit a target? Harvey has got loose. Taken to ground. The Swans will have one eye on the clock. Livingston looking for territory. Reed in his natural habitat. Clearing. Ryan. He doesn't waste many. Good disciplined defence. McDonald onto it. Harvey. He's going with a drop punt. I think it's on track. Yes, sir. What a goal.
You'd think they've done enough now.
The Swans
After
are going to come up
66
short,
long
but
years,
they've given it a good shot.
Melbourne
Jackson
could be
holds it
finally
down.
winning an MCG
Langford,
premiership.
so influential today. Rochelle, that's a big play.
It's so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
Going for his second, it's not his best. It always looked likely to threaten the post.
He's dead set, got the yips. Hopefully he can sort it out before it really hurts his team.
Remember Melbourne couldn't even win a game at home in 1981.
Generate. Good thinking and good execution too.
In 1996, they got belted by Geelong at the MCG in round one. 127 points. Gary Ablett kicked 9. 17 weeks later, they got absolutely humiliated against North Melbourne, with Ken Carey kicking 10 on them. To give Melbourne a 113-point loss at the MCG. 2013, it's probably the worst one of the lot.
There's no point.
148 points at the hands of Essendon. And now, 2030, Melbourne have finally won an MCG Grand Final after nearly 70 years.
Look at the joy on their faces. What did you make of that match, Harv?
What a game of football. We saw a number of lead changes and momentum shifts. The standard of play was very high, and I think everyone's leaving with a feeling of having been thoroughly entertained. If only all matches were this engrossing.
Lots to discuss as ever. Thanks for that, Harv.
Let me know in the comment section which team should I rebuild next. I can be able to do that now, Shannon. I'm about to finish this Melbourne rebuild, and I'm about to do a Western Bulldogs rebuild with all these new signings. Thank you for watching this long project, and we'll see you when